Our goal is now to elaborate on the definition of AI in the recent years. Many different perspectives have been explored, and the classification provided by Stuart Russell and Peter Norvig can help us to summarize the main ideas. In particular, they identified two dimensions. The first is thinking versus acting, and the second is instead human versus rational. So we have four cases: thinking humanly, thinking rationally, acting humanly, and acting rationally. Thinking humanly is well described by the definition of Bellman in 1978, in which AI aims at automating the activities associated with human thinking, such as decision-making, problem-solving, learning. This notion is currently related to a field that is known today as cognitive science and neuroscience, and replicating the processes under thinking humanly is not the goal of AI. Moreover, thinking humanly is different from the study of mental faculties through the use of computational models. That goes instead under the name of thinking rationally, as suggested by Charniak and McDermott in 1985. Thinking rationally was very related to the field of computational logics, in which the goal is to provide rigorous rules driving the reasoning. However, not all the intelligent behavior is mediated by logical deliberation, and therefore thinking rationally cannot capture entirely the AI field. Acting humanly is associated with the study of how to make computers do the things that, at the moment, people do better, as suggested by Rich and Knight in 1991. Notice that acting humanly is strictly connected to the Turing test, and therefore to exhibit a behavior that is as close as possible to the behavior of a human being. Notice also that acting includes activities different from thinking. In some sense, we are interested in observing the behavior without the need to understand how such a behavior has been chosen. However, replicating human behavior is not necessarily what AI aims to do. Finally, as suggested by Luger and Stubfield in 1993, AI is the branch of computer science that is concerned with automation of intelligent behavior, where intelligence is measured with some formal metrics. Acting rationally is different from acting humanly. For instance, a human being may make mistakes, while instead a computer program could not make mistakes. This is the case of some bots, for instance, tic-tac-toe, checkers, and the Rubik cube. The most common definition of AI is based on the idea of rational agent that takes inspiration from acting rationally. A rational agent is a function that maps perceptions to actions in order to maximize a given objective function. A rational agent applies to a specific narrow problem, such as playing chess, identifying images, and so on. Usually, we speak of perfect rationality when an entity always does the best actions. However, acting rationally does not mean that an agent always performs the best actions, and this can happen due to computational limitations. So, acting rationally is associated with the best behavior that is achievable with available resources. The goal of AI is the design of rational agents.